Hello and welcome to CT Office Notes 2.2 tutorial video entitled Create Note / Save Note. For those of you who have been following along, you'll note that we had just last video finished the plans section and covered how all the different settings can be put in specific to that particular client that you were working on. And the next client that you bring up would have different settings, and those settings would be saved for that client. So let's now move along. We've just done the health history, subjective, objective, assessment tab, and plan. And now we are ready to create our note and save it. So we go ahead and we click on Create Note and Save. And we come to this screen. We see that all of our green bars are completed, reminding us that we've covered every tab and didn't miss one. We go to Create New Note. And again, based on all the check marks and all the selections that we've made, we click Create New Note, and there's our office note. One full page of information appearing to be written or dictated. And we can note that here it says, Mr. Joe Smith entered my office on Sunday, October 16th, 2011 to receive a colon hydrotherapy procedure. This software, the CT Office Notes 2.2, contains random text generating algorithms which allow each one of those check marks that we've made to be analyzed by the software and determine a good sentence for that. But if we choose, and what will happen is, for you randomly, if we were to click this again, note how it rewords everything, but still basically says the same thing. On Sunday, October 16th, 2011, Mr. Joe Smith came into my facility to undergo a colon therapy session. And all of the sentences have been random text generated to appear different. Why is this important? Well, if someone comes in a second time for you and all that you noted was maybe their subjective section, they noted that they were doing a little better on their constipation, and that under your and you put positive under their assessment, and on their plan section maybe the temperature only changed a little bit. When you recreate that office note, you get a completely differently worded note, even though you've only made 3 check marks different. The random text generating algorithms will continue to reword a note and giving you different text every time without having to worry about trying to choose different buttons to make things sound different. So what would happen is you can also now in the screen enter any information that you would wish to enter about someone, and can be typed in there. It's a screen that's open for you. And when you're happy with that, you go up to here and choose Save Note. And what will happen is that note is now been saved by the software, and you can reference that anytime you'd like. If for some reason a client comes in or twice in that day, you can choose Add as Addendum, so that when they come in the second time, the office note will be saved with the same date, but will be an additional addendum note. If for some reason you have done a note on someone who came in the day before, you can change the 16th up here to the 15th, for example, and when you go to create the note, notice now that note is referencing that these events occurred on the 15th as opposed to the 16th. So this information can be altered for you in such a way as to meet the style of the way you might enter your office notes the following day versus same day. If for some reason you choose to go back and say, oh, I meant to change that to 90 degrees and recreate the note for the same day you've just done, when you go to save the note, it will ask you that you are about to overwrite, erase an older existing note from 10/16/11 and replace it with this new note you have just created. Do you wish to continue? If you push yes, then it will overwrite the old note with your new note that you've just done, which we have here. And if someone comes in and even if they say, for example, that they've come in and on the second time that day because the medical doctor wants you to come and see them twice, maybe they're having a procedure in the morning and then again in the afternoon, whatever it is, you simply choose Add as Addendum, so that when you create an office note and this box is checked, it will allow, notice what happens when we choose the add as addendum up here. The letter A appears in the new note date, and here in the note itself, allowing you to save it as a second note for that date. So we go ahead and click Save. Now, what will happen is we'll go over here to View Prior Note as part of this tutorial. What will happen is when you go here and you decide that you want to open up the software and look at a prior note, you can click the Prior Note tab, and what you can do is go to the right under Choose Prior Note, and you can go look at the note from the 16th, or there's a note, the addendum note that you had done on the 16th. If they have 20 different visits, you could click on any one of those, and it would bring up the different note that you have for that date. If you wish to go ahead and print all of them, you simply push the Print All button, and they'll all go to the printer. If you wish to print to a PDF, that can be done as well, and just printing regular, that will be done also. What would happen is when you go ahead and print one of these notes, it would include, as I just pressed here, Print to PDF, it is going to go ahead and include the information at the top automatically with the therapist name, as well as the client name and the date. And this information, when it'll be automatically entered by the office notes and saved that way with whatever the therapist name is at the top. So this office software is customized just for you. Once it appears as a PDF, it can't be overwritten that way. So make sure that whoever is using this software, their name matches whatever name is in the therapist section of the software. Once you're happy with having saved a note, here you don't necessarily need to view it. You can simply, once you've saved it, go to Load Next Client, and that brings you back to the front page again, where you can select all and choose the next person to enter the last name, or enter by client number. So this concludes our CT Office Notes 2.2 tutorial video entitled Creating, Saving a Note, and View Prior Note. As usual, if you have any other questions, please give us a call. Thank you.